Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 3 of Stellaris Federations. I say episode 3, it is technically episode 4. Yesterday I recorded an episode for about 30 minutes and then after I'd finished I realised because of a configuration error on my part, I'd recorded 30 minutes of a blank screen, along with some audio. And that was no good. Unfortunately, for some strange reason, because I never normally do this, I'm playing this game in Iron Man mode, which means I can't do what I'd usually do, which is just reload the save and re-record the episode. So basically everything that I did yesterday is completely lost. So let's just have a quick recap, because, you know, not an awful lot happened. The major things that happened is we finished this archaeological site here. Nothing really fantastic from it, bit of flavour text that I won't really go into, but it was basically the two different races had some agreement where they were going to settle all of their grievances by basically pitting robot armies against each other on this planet. We just gained some minor artifacts from that. I colonized one of the other planets, this one here, Majek, and we're also in the process of colonizing the second planet in this system, actually. And that one is being colonized with not our own people. No. So I'm colonizing both of these. I'm sure somewhere that I'm colonizing a... There was one. That's the desert world. The tundra world. I thought there was one. Oh, that's just our governor. Yeah, so this one here, we're actually colonizing using a different population. We're actually using one of our migrant populations that prefer that kind of world. So we've got a couple of extra planets that we're in the process of colonizing. These guys up here, the Kroll polity, those guys actually asked for association status with the Federation, which we granted. And the other major thing is we actually got up to level 2 in the Federation. Now, that gave us a few extra things. It gave us an extra envoy. New members impose 50% smaller cohesion penalty, and it also gives us Federation naval capacity counts 25% more. Now, I didn't actually change any of the laws because I figured at the moment there wasn't a huge point in doing it. And changing the laws does knock monthly cohesion down, but I'm going to change it to low from minimal because I do now have that extra envoy, which is currently offsetting that anyway. So I don't think that's going to be a major problem. And the whole point of having a federation is to be, you know, this like galactic dictator. So it looks like that has gone through. So we could change some of these things if you wanted. We could actually change the succession type to challenge. Probably, I mean, we could change like war declaration to a majority vote, invite members to a majority vote. Yeah, I think we don't really need to change anything else at the moment, though. Done a survey, blah, 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 found some dark matter, excellent. So all of our science ships are busy. We've got another archaeological site down here that we're currently working on. And I was trying to decide sort of which way I want to go around here in order to try and grab these, because this one does have it's a tropical world. Now, obviously, the Furbrights can't do that. Crawl policy into the Federation. Yes, we want them in the Federation. They failed. Yeah, it was a little bit early. So let's go and finish surveying all of this. We do probably want to grab that one. I mean, it's a nice system. It's got some minerals. There's got some volatile motes. We are still a little bit behind on... Actually, our influence isn't too bad right now. So let's go ahead and start working our way out in this direction, and we'll grab that system there. We've got to be careful with our Empire Sprawl, because that might run away from us if we're not careful. We are currently working on a tech... which one is it? Why can I never find it? Technology. We are currently working on admin cap plus 5%. 71 months remaining for that, though, so that is quite some time. So yeah, our Federation's looking fairly strong. Is there a Federation map mode, diplomatic map mode? That doesn't really help, does it? Yeah. Opinions, neighbors, empire, unions. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, research that anomaly. So you know, we are quite kind of large there. Oh, here's something interesting going on. Right, let's do one thing at a time. Turn the Empire map mode off. Hyperlanes on, unions off. There we go. We've encountered some kind of vast entity near Veracruz Black Hole. It appears to exist partially inside our own universe, with the bulk of the creature still trapped in whatever nightmarish realm it spawned from. There is a malevolent intelligence at work here, ancient beyond our concept of time and utterly alien in design. We can only guess as to its purpose. That is up here. Did we get destroyed? That was that one I went to here, so there's a dimensional horror there. Leader has died. Yep, the ship was destroyed. We've lost a science ship. That is annoying, but at least we know what's there now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another science ship then. So, unfortunate, but now we know. I assumed that was the reason why they hadn't grabbed the system. Because there's something there that is basically going to rip us apart if we go anywhere near it. So we'll leave that well enough alone until we've got an absolutely huge supermassive fleet. So we might as well go ahead and build the mining station. And then we'll keep working our way this way. We do want to have a look at these. We'll do that with our new science ship once we get it. Because we've got one working the archaeological site here. So that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I think they were just a little bit early inviting these guys. Invite Federation. Yeah, negative 36. So why bother inviting them when they're negative 36? Need their opinion to go up first. They're still cordial. I mean, we need to get this up to, like, the top level, whatever it is. To excellent relations. Once it gets up to there, we'll probably be fine. So, we'll leave that as it is. I'm not too bothered about the sprawl. I don't think it's going to be too much of a strain. It's obviously knocking the cost of some things up, but I think that's fine, to be honest. What we should probably do with the Federation here is look at disallowing individual treaties. So separate treaties prohibited. And then that way whoever's leader of the Federation can just deal with it. Now, assuming that passes, which I think it probably will. Yeah, so we've still got positive cohesion. We're still making some XP. We'll get to level 3. That is fine. That was our other science ship, was it? Yes, it was. Let's get a new leader here. Research new worlds. Yeah, I guess you'll do. You're not fantastic, but let's go and survey that system. Right. We can't get those motes. Let's go here and build this starbase outpost because we can grab the alloys. That'll be nice for us. And we do want to work up there and try and grab that. Probably shouldn't expand too quickly. Although if you look at the AI, I mean, these guys have already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 colonized worlds there. Our neighbors here, you've only got 1 colonized world. You only have 2. See, they're a little bit stuck. I mean, where can these guys go? These guys can only move out in this direction, which it looks like they really are. They're probably going to expand here very quickly. These guys can't go anywhere. These little guys here are completely stuck. There's nowhere they can... There's no direction they can expand in. So these guys are just going to be stuck with those pretty much forever. Newly founded colony, that's fine. So I think everything's okay there. Science ships are doing what they should be doing. You're building that. Okay, it's all looking good. I see this has gone down to normal speed again. I forget every time I play this. I put it up to fast speed and then it goes back into normal. That ended as quickly as it started. This is why I don't do things on fast speed. Before I could even read that pop-up, and it didn't auto-pause either. That was annoying. I'm guessing it was another attempt to invite these guys. Look at that, their fleet power is overwhelming. Still negative 36. It probably will go up. They're more likely to join, actually, if we get our fleet size up. So let's go into fleet management. And let's go and put this up to our 20, which is the maximum we can have anyway. So we're going to put that up to 20. Can we also get ourselves an admiral that reduces upkeep cost? Ship weapons range, ship fire rate, leader experience gain. No. I guess weapon range could be useful. Let's go and put you in there for now. Okay, fine. So we'll go and build our fleet up to as close to full strength as we can get. We've got the alloys to do it, so we might as well. Now we are losing consumer goods. So we are going to have to, as soon as we get the population on a planet to do so, we're going to have to bump that up a little bit. I mean, we could probably prioritize it, to be honest. Yeah, we don't have any extra slots to work that'll bump it up anyway. No devastation. Good. Yeah, so we really need to grow. I mean, we're so small still because we have such puny population. Our growth rate is really slow. That's what's hurting us more than anything. Oh, and I'm paused. So let's unpause there. See, these guys are over here surveying these systems. Now, they can technically, because we have open borders, they can come through our borders and grab them if they wanted to. So that one's a dead end there. Okay, it's got some trade value, which is nice. It's going to start surveying in that direction. So we've potentially grabbed some dark matter. Yeah, you see, they keep doing it. Not too sure why, because... Actually, did that vote go through? Yeah, so I'm not too... Separate treaties are prohibited. I'm not too sure why. I guess anyone in the Federation can propose a treaty. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm not too bothered by that, to be honest. Okay, so that archaeological site event. Yet another translated log. So this is just like... This has been quite a funny one. Again, I missed these. I can't go through these. If I do this, it should let me. Right, there we go. So basically, this is an archaeological site we found. It's quite funny. A log of sorts was recovered from what is believed to have served as the spacecraft's bridge. Captain's Chronicle begin recording. Made forced landing on planet 5523X. Incompetent crew to blame. Shabba, Vuxal, and Dibrak, the third, did not survive. Privax lost 2 secondary appendages and 11 of his eyes. Remains in critical condition. Survival doubtful. Rest are fine, awaiting rescue, but surrounded by idiots, very depressed. And then the second one was, another log has been found and translated. First mate Yathar speaking. Captain has been safely stowed in utility closet C. That bumbling fool is to blame for everything. I am in command now. Chief Engineer Zabler is working on a subspace transmitter. Without one, I fear we'll never get rescued as we're too far off all the corporate trade routes. Pirax lost another eye, likely won't last the day. And then the one we've just got, yet another translated log. Running out of food. 8 are dead 5 cycles ago, but not enough to last us. We had a vote and decided to eat the captain. Engineer Zabler is still working hard on a subspace transmitter. She assures me it's nearly complete. It looks very complex. Privax's last secondary appendage has shriveled up and turned magenta. Death is near. So it's been quite a funny little path that one has. Some of them just add flavour and, you know, don't give you a lot other than a few minor artifacts, but they're always funny. So as our fleet builds up, I think that'll actually improve and increase the likelihood that those guys will join our federation. Site discovered. Where is this one? Is that in somebody else's territory? Yeah, that's over there. Well, we can't really reach that, so not too worried about it. I wonder if these guys... Well, no, they wouldn't have lost their fleet because you can't explore with a fleet anymore. You have to explore with a science vessel. That was a little bit of... Well, I'm not sure it was an exploit, but it was something that you used to be able to do. You could actually explore a system with any ship type, but now it has to be a crewed science vessel. So, construction ship, you have done that. Let us get you in there and building... Well, I think I'll get the research station. 6 science or 6 physics research is really good. So that's probably worth grabbing along the way. And then obviously we'll grab this one because it's a choke point, and then we'll go in and grab that one, which technically technically is the only choke point we need to hold. We don't need to build a station here because this choke point, actually even that choke point, this system here blocks all of this off. So just being able to hold that is a good choke point. And it's a savannah world, which we should be okay with. So yeah, there's a couple of planets there. So this is going to be a nice little bit of space. We definitely want to try and grab this. Let's get you in there and build those. Oh, there's 2 research stations. That's fine. We've got plenty of minerals anyway. Our economy's in pretty good shape, with the exception of the consumer goods. We may need to build some food production on this planet. It doesn't have a population yet, but I think when it does... see, that's showing a Furbanite there, but that's just the governor. Doesn't actually show us the population yet. Can we see... where are we? Species... Why is it only showing us our main species? Can't remember which species it was that I sent in. We definitely have one that has a tundra preference. Is it you? No, you're tropical, ocean, savanna. I don't know. Yeah, they're still attempting that vote. It constantly pops up and interrupts things, but doesn't get anything done. Okay, what have we got here? Survey is complete. Is that the habitable world survey done? Our biologists have collected vast amounts of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology involved. Excellent. So that gives us a big boost to science. So who was that? That was you. You finished that there. So let's go ahead and survey that one. So yeah, there's a few nice systems here that'll probably be worth grabbing. You definitely should think about that. Oh, interesting. Remnants of an ancient abandoned colony. From orbit, there are no obvious signs of disaster which would have killed the inhabitants or compelled them to flee. If we want answers, an expedition of the surface will be required. Okay, sure. I'm assuming that's probably given as a... Oh no, it's an archaeological dig site. I thought that was going to be a an anomaly, but it is not. So we'll go and survey that one. And we'll just grab these along the way. Empire Sprawl be damned. Still got to keep our eye on the influence, though. We don't want to run out there. A leader has gained a level. That's fine. We are up to our fleet cap. Right, let's go ahead and build that one then. So let's have a look at these guys now. Are they getting any closer to want to come into the Federation? Still negative 34. Relative power of empires is only down to -1. It's actually one of our own people voting no to let them in. The Visari bonded merchants are voting no. I mean, I guess we could potentially... yeah, let's research that. What we could potentially do is change the law to invite members to majority vote. So let's go ahead and do that. Vote yes for that. That has now passed. So if we were to vote these guys in now, surely only 2 of us would need to invite them in, right? We don't have any favors. We'll vote yes. Somebody's voted no, but the vote no shouldn't make any difference. Yeah, so we invited them because we had majority vote, but they've declined anyway. Yeah, so they're still saying no. So some of it is sort of ethics based. How are we doing with our levels? Yeah, see, we've still got cohesion. Yeah, our cohesion is still going up. So it really doesn't make any difference there at all. Okay, we have unemployed here. I'd say we probably need generator district more than anything right now. So let's go ahead with that one. I'm recording video this time around. I checked. Our Prime Minister's reign has come to an end. With their election, campaign promises unfulfilled. We've re-elected our current ruler. So that's fine. You've done with that one. And I guess you can start surveying out here then. Okay, so that's been worked on. We could use another construction ship. Technologies research. More minerals from miners. That's always nice to have. Coil guns. Mining station output. Let's get the coil guns. Let's try and give ourselves some extra offensive capacity for if and when we need it. Yeah, we're losing consumer goods now. We need to be able to... As soon as we get a building slot, we need to deal with that. That's increased our survey speed. That's going to be useful. Improve deflectors or increase research speed. Hard choices. I think we'll take the deflectors. Our ships haven't really had any upgrades at all. Okay, you can go and get 2 mining stations. And then we'll work up and get Bradam, which I think will be a really good one. We might go up to Fevelon as well, because it'd be nice to get the archaeological site. And as I said, that is the choke point. And there's a Savannah World, a 25 slot Savannah World there. So we almost certainly want to grab that system. That's added 3 society research in there. I could actually bring the other construction ship down. I mean, I might as well, right? It's not like it's doing anything else. Target of Acacius Belli, the League of Ipago Trill. That's these guys here. So we've met a new neighbor. These guys don't particularly like as much. So yeah, we probably will want to defend our borders from this direction. And grab at least this system if we can. Anomaly. Sure, let's research that. Target of the CB, which we don't really care about. Learned of a new strategic resource. Okay, that's fine. Now we're losing food. See, yeah, food is now being consumed. So I'm guessing that is here because our population here are Kroll. And Kroll need food. So we have to produce food. Because we're not producing any food at the moment. Because we don't need food, we eat minerals. But some of that's good. This is the information that I wanted to find out. That's added some more research on there. That planet is done. Let's go and survey that one. Got some really nice systems here. I mean, a 14 and a 16 Alpine world, not great. Archaeological site pending. Another log from First Mate Ithar. Confronted Zarbler about the subspace transmitter. Turns out he had just shoved a bunch of junk and loose cables into an empty fuel canister. She's not even a real engineer. Privax is now leaking fluids from his mesothorax. Will surely perish soon. Envious. Gives us 3 minor artifacts. And it continues, which is great because it's funny. Let's go ahead and grab this. The research station output isn't great. But it does give us the extra research speed, and it gives us an ascension perk as well. So what do we want here? Starbase influence cost reduction could be nice. Research speed increase. Rare technologies now appear at more than a normal rate. More monthly unity. Governing ethics attraction increased. Pop amenity usage goes down. That could be useful. Extra admin cap is also useful. I'd kind of like both of those things. Let's go for the... let's go for that one as it reduces our amenities usage. Which should also take some of the strain off consumer goods. And then we'll play it by ear from there. There's an ocean world. That one's not going to be great for us. So this is probably... We probably want to at least claim everything up to this system. Beyond that, it's not as important. You're going to go ahead and grab that quickly. We've got an anomaly. Did we get a pop-up for that one? I don't even think we did. So we'll try and get some food coming in. We'll keep our eye on the Kroll just so we can try and... negative 33. There's not really an awful lot we can do. Our relations are absolutely fantastic right now. The big problem is that base reluctance. I don't know why distance is an issue. I mean, they're bordering the Federation, so why is that? Is it just distance between homeworlds, and is it their homeworld and our homeworld? Maybe when these guys become the president of the Federation, they'll be closer and that penalty will go away. Not entirely sure. Is there anything we could do with them to try and... I think we're already improving relations with them. We could offer a trade deal. Information. Comms, would they be willing to? Yeah. What about an active sensor link? Oh, this is why I always pause the game before I do anything, right? Because stuff like that just annoys me. There's a commerce exchange. And we've met one of those guys. Right, pause. I'm going to try that again. Or the game flipping screws me over. That was annoying. So, comms. Oh, did it actually go through and pass? Federation invitation. Kroll policy has joined the coalition of sapient nations. We're the coalition of sapient nations. They've actually joined us now, have they? Yeah, well, yeah, they did. When did that happen? How did that happen? But they've joined the Federation, even though they're on a negative. That's weird. So they're now part of our Federation. That's fantastic. We are now pretty strong, and they've got a decent fleet size. I mean, these guys are like they're equivalent now, because I guess we're all kind of in the same boat. Research agreement is fine. So before we end this video, we've now got a lot of random stuff that's happening. We definitely want to go ahead and build those mining stations. And that science ship is finished there. So let's go and start moving. In fact, let's move you over here. And you're going to start excavating that site. I know you're not our archaeologist. We do have a dedicated archaeologist here. I don't know how much longer this one's going to go on for. So maybe we will send you all the way out here to survey that system. And I think that's good enough, to be honest. And I have actually managed to capture video footage this time around, which is fantastic. We did get that extra admin cap. It only gave us an extra 2, so it wasn't great, but we will deal with that. The penalties aren't too bad right now, so I'm not overly concerned about that. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying this series of Stellaris. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.